What's happening, guys? It's your boy DHOP, man. Back at you with another one. Yes, as you said, I'm still alive. I'm still around, man. The reason why I said it because I know I've been gone for a little minute, man. So I'm back in the studio. So I want to go ahead and explain why I've been gone. Been having a lot of things that I've been having to deal with, my personal life, my personal space, taking a mental health break, taking some time out to just relax and, just take a step back from everything, man. So I just felt like I needed that, man. So I've been gone for a few weeks or whatnot, man. So now I'm back. I know you guys miss my face, man. So today I got a special show for you guys today. So I'm not even interviewing nobody today. It's just going to be me, man. So I know you guys used to seeing players on my show. So before I get this show started today, man, I got to go and give a few shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Chase Hancock. I want to give a shout out to a lot of people, man. I done had a lot of people on my podcast. AB came on again. Man, I had Harlem Hayes. I had a lot of other people, man. It's more people going to be coming in the near future. I want to give a shout out to them. I know I missed a couple of people that I done had on my show. Andre Gerard, shout out to him, man. Big time legend cowboy, man. Definitely, man. Make sure you guys keep checking those episodes out, man. So, yes. So, like I said, let's go ahead and get today's show started, man. So, like I said, shout out to all them people for coming on my show. So, I got a lot of different topics that I want to talk about today, man. So, the first topic that I want to talk about is this running back situation. Hey, man, shout out to them boys, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobson, all them other big time running backs, and David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. The reason why I say that, man, because the running backs are quietly coming back. Or what you guys think about that, man? Because, in the past few seasons that, they were saying how the running backs, you can just plug and play anybody in, man. But Saquon and Derrick Henry and all the other running backs I've named, they have shown that, they trying to bring the running back committed back, man. So real Still looking forward to that in the near future, man. Bijan Robinson also gonna be one of them do-it-all running backs, man. Christian McCaffrey, yeah, he's another one of them do-it-all running backs, man. So do you guys think the running back situation is coming back again when all the big-time running backs get paid? I'm happy to see that, man. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. As a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I am definitely happy that we got him, man. When we get signed him, the Giants fans was talking a lot of stuff. Like, oh, he's trash, he's washed, he's not good behind the line. But look what he done came. He done, resurrect the Philadelphia Eagles offense. And that's why I'm saying the running backs is coming back. Because look at the impact Saquon Barkley has had on the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at the impact Derrick Henry has had on the Baltimore Ravens. Look at the impact that Christian McCaffrey has on the 49ers, man. So Christian McCaffrey single-handedly almost did take the 49ers to the Super Bowl, ever since he been with the 49ers, man. So I'm happy to see them running backs back, man. So back to the Saquon Barkley situation. A lot of Giants fans are trying to clown the Eagles for saying, like, oh, he's washed and all that good thing. He's not going to make an impact. Even Nick Wright said that, man. So guess you guys are wrong. And hey, Saquon Barkley putting up MVP numbers for the Philadelphia Eagles. And as an Eagles fan, I'm going to be honest, like, we've been hitting on all cylinders, but we really winning a lot of these games because of Saquon Barkley. But don't get me wrong, Jalen Hurts has been, lighting it up a little bit and everything, man. It's kind of crazy against Washington, but really Saquon Barkley is really responsible for a lot of our wins. I was arguing with this friend. He was telling me that we only winning games because of Saquon Barkley, and I'm saying people just talking like that's a bad thing. I've been seeing a lot of fans saying, oh, the Eagles is only winning because of Saquon Barkley, but I'm like, wait, ain't that why you sign players? Ain't that why you sign players to literally come them to help you win? Like, I really don't get it. So what do you guys mean about that, man? Because I just don't really understand when fans say that, oh, you only winning because one player. But, I mean, that's what you paying the player to do. Man, that made me mad. I had to take my glasses off, man. Hey, Saquon Barkley versus Derrick Henry in a few more weeks. Definitely excited for that game, man. So who you guys think gonna win? And what you guys think about all those topics that I said about the running backs? Do you guys think the running backs are slowly making a comeback? Let me know that in the comments. Moving on, so I want to go ahead and cap yesterday's game. So week 10, man. So, hey, the Kansas City Chiefs lost their first game. I'm going to get into that game, man. So I want to go ahead and get into this Pittsburgh Steelers and this Baltimore Ravens game, man. So that's the game I was watching from start to finish, man. Hey, them Pittsburgh Steelers is quietly 8-2, man. I feel like those are one of the teams that could compete with the Chiefs. The Steelers, Ravens, and the Bills, them are three teams in the AFC that can compete with the Chiefs in the AFC title game, man. But moving on to that game, hey, that Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers game, that was pretty much a defensive game, man. The offense, both offenses on both sides of the ball was kind of like stalling a little bit, man. Russell Wilson threw a costly interception to Washington, man. Was picked off by Marlon Humphrey in the end zone. Hey, that game really came down to where I really look forward to seeing those Pittsburgh Steelers versus Baltimore Ravens matchup, man. They just like got that rivalry feel. Just like how the Philadelphia Eagles and the Giants have like them kind of rivalries, just picking a random rivalry. So funny how I use the Eagles rivalry as an example. But yeah, Najee Harris, he was getting money. He was getting busy, man. Starting off the game, the Ravens, really what happened with the Ravens is them turnovers really kind of cost them. You had Derrick Henry that fumbled the ball. Then you had Isaiah Likely fumbled the ball. But Derrick Henry bounced back after that fumble and came down, and they started hitting on all cylinders in possession, man. But bouncing around, coming back, the Pittsburgh Steelers won and ended up beating that Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to Russell Wilson, man. Hey, I was telling people before the season started. Well, I really did call it. If you look back at my episodes, I just had to go ahead and toot my horn a little bit, go ahead and gloat a bit. I did say if Russell Wilson can return back to that Seattle Seahawks form for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they'll be a Super Bowl contender team, and they really right there in contention. They really right there for the number 1 seed right now, man. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, how far you guys think the Pittsburgh Steelers gonna go. So moving on, I want to get into this Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills game, man. So the Kansas City Chiefs finally took their first loss, man. Really the Kansas City Chiefs really just been getting by the off season, man. So I had a feeling, I knew the Bills was gonna get them because the Bills was due, but really, in the Chiefs defense, man, Josh Allen usually always beat Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. But, I mean, what he going to do in the playoffs? What you guys think going to happen in the playoffs, man? Yeah, like I said, them Chiefs was finally just, hey, don't nobody want to talk about it, man. But Patrick Mahomes ain't been having the best season. But, I mean, I guess when you done won 3 MVPs, or 3 Super Bowls, and you done got a couple MVPs, I guess you can be due for a bad season, I guess, man. So, but all in all, the Kansas City Chiefs were still undefeated. They done went from the 1 seed to the 1 seed after that loss against the Buffalo Bills. Let me see what else. The Miami Dolphins beat the Raiders. What else games did we have? Oh, yeah, the Seattle Seahawks beat the 49ers. I'm happy about that as an Eagle fan because I'm not going to lie, I love the Eagles, but I don't want to see the 49ers in the playoffs. I want them to keep on losing, man. Shout out to Geno Smith, man. He had a horrible interception last week, and they lost it last week, but he came back and bounced back, and they beat the Seattle Seahawks. Shout out to Seattle Seahawks, who's been quietly been looking good. Green Bay won. A lot of other games. And I want to get into this Sunday night game too. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Chargers, man. First of all, Bengals, why haven't y'all paid Jamar Chase, man? That guy been getting money, man. That boy's a dog, man. Hey, that game really started out rocky. At halftime, I think the score was like 24-6 the Chargers way. Then the Bengals all of a sudden came back with a crucial play and everything, man. Hey, shout out to Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert. He got the Chargers running because, last year with Brandon Staley, those guys, and when he hit the playoffs, now they looking like some, like elite. They looking like, what I'm saying, they could contend a little bit, go on and make some little noise in the playoffs, man. So, next week we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Los Angeles Rams, and I definitely can't wait for that game, man. So moving on, I want to go ahead and get into some MVP talk, man. So we got some MVP conversations to talk about today. We got Lamar Jackson that's in the hunt, Jalen Hurts in the hunt, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, man. But I think after the loss yesterday, after the game Lamar Jackson had yesterday, I think that's gonna knock him down for the MVP for right now. But my MVP, man, I don't care. I know it's a quarterback award, but hey, Saquon Barkley is making it hard for it to. They need to change it from being a quarterback award. If Saquon Barkley continues this play and the Philadelphia Eagles keep winning, hey, Saquon Barkley is my MVP. I don't care what nobody say because he is single-handedly the reason the Philadelphia Eagles are winning all these games. It's like when the Eagles need a play, Saquon Barkley hitting that touchdown, man. Hey, but Saquon Barkley, I'm still kind of Joe when we played the Falcons and he fumbled that ball. I'm like, oh, Saquon, how did you fumble that, man? But all in all, man, MVP, Philadelphia Eagles really should be, we really should be 9-1 right now, man. But it's cool. Go ahead and take our lumps, man. Who you guys think gonna win MVP, man? You think it's gonna be Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, or Saquon Barkley, or do you surprise to think somebody else? And if you look at Joe Burrow numbers, though, Joe Burrow has like 27 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, and he's definitely got MVP numbers. He leads the league in touchdown passes, but I mean his team not good. The Bengals need to get their defense, man. So go ahead and get Joe Shiesty up in there. But yeah, but it don't look like the Bengals ain't gonna make the playoffs. So yeah, obviously Joe Burrow's not gonna win MVP just off that strength alone. So I want to go ahead and get into my surprise team. I got 2 teams that has surprised me so far this year. The Denver Broncos with Bo Nix. Shout out to the Denver Broncos yesterday. Hey, they beat the Falcons 38-6 yesterday, man. And Bo Nix from Oregon, he's been looking real good, and the Denver Broncos are quietly 6-5. They fighting to make the playoffs right now, so they can mess around and get in. If good things go their way, they win a few games and a couple losses. Of course, they need a couple more help. Then my next surprise team, I mean, it ain't really a surprise to me, but I guess actually seeing it in the vision. So the Pittsburgh Steelers with Russell Wilson, they started the season with Justin Fields, and they was winning a couple games, but I was like, nah, I see why they switched to Russell Wilson, because ever since Russell Wilson stepped in the offense has took off. You see George Pickens doing good. And George Pickens, he really has top 5 receiver ability. He could be that type of receiver, with the right quarterback. And you seeing that with Russell Wilson, because all of a sudden his numbers have went up when Russell Wilson got into the lineup. My disappointing team this year, obviously the New York Jets. I was really disappointed with the New York Jets because, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles last year. I was thinking that he was going to come back and ball this year, but nothing has gone right for the New York Jets. But New York Jets kind of season started out rocking with the Hassan Reddick holdout, and you see Aaron Rodgers kind of didn't want to show up to some practices. I was reading on, seeing that, man. So the New York Jets has been real disappointing, man, because over the past few seasons, they have always had a good defense, but they really just haven't looked like the New York Jets like I thought it would be. Do you guys think? And then they also made a trade for Devontae Adams. I said Devontae Adams. In the in-season trade, but what I said when he got traded to the Jets, I said that's still not going to help him because the Jets got all kind of problems. They got offensive line problems. Defense ain't really been looking good, and I still look at Sauce Gardner as a top 5 defensive back in the league, man. He just having a little rough season, but I still feel like, but yeah, the Jets is real disappointing, man. Hey, since we on some disappointing teams, hey, man, what's up with the Cowboys, man? As a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I'm definitely happy to see that, man. Like, honestly, I knew the Cowboys was going to be bad this season, but I didn't think they was going to be this bad. Like, Lee, like, hey, they lose a couple games, hey, they going to mess around, had a number 1 pick. They all the way up there, but, Cowboys, they got a lot of problems going on, man, and I'm happy to shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles for dusting them last week. I didn't really say too much about the Cowboys when the Philadelphia Eagles beat them. My intro, none of their players playing, but even if Dak would have played, man, the Eagles still would have dogged them, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, it's like, I don't know what's up with the Cowboys, man. I ain't gonna look at them as a disappointment because I always felt like they was gonna not be good this year, but, I mean, there it is. As a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I'm happy to see it. They gonna have a top pick, but even just that 1 pick player to come on players, it don't matter who they get in that team. Long as Jerry, their owner, I don't know. Well, that's what you Cowboys fans say, but I don't know. Hey, Cowboys, go ahead and give Jerry Jones an extension, man. I want him to stay. He's doing a real good job with that organization, man. Go and clap it up for Jerry Jones one time. So moving on, let's go ahead and get into some college football talk, man. So some college football, we are coming down to the wire, and I'm so happy finally that the 12-team format is officially going to be here this year. Next year, starting the 2025 season. We got number 1, Oregon, man. Oregon number 1 right now look like they going to get in. Got the Texas Longhorns still winning. Hey, Colorado is quietly finna sneak up in there, man, while you boys playing. Y'all know I'm an LSU fan, but LSU ain't even in it no more. We out of there, man. Speaking of LSU, man, as a LSU fan, I've seen enough of this Brian Kelly era, man. I'm ready for Brian Kelly to go ahead and get to stepping, man, because it's like he hasn't won a home opening game since he been with the LSU. But I really feel like the only reason why Brian Kelly's gonna stay, because we got Bryce Underwood, the quarterback from Michigan. Like he was born and raised in Michigan. Well, now we got him coming in. We got the #1 recruit quarterback coming in for next year. So that's probably going to buy Brian Kelly some time. But I give it at 2 years. If we don't at least make it to the playoffs, man, I want Brian Kelly on. I want him gone off with his head enough. But back to Colorado, man. Hey, that Heisman race is gonna be clutch because you got Alshon Gentry from the Boise State running back. Then you got Travis Hunter, you got Cam Ward, you got Shedeur. But me personally, I don't know. Like in the past few seasons, the Heisman trophies candidates, it has been a close race. Like you kind of I'm not gonna say close. It was like a landslide. Like you already knew. Like I'm gonna take it back as far as back in 2010 when Reggie Bush was playing. You knew Reggie Bush was winning the Heisman. You knew Vince Young was winning the Heisman. You knew Tim Tebow was winning the Heisman. You knew Lamar Jackson was winning the Heisman. Even Johnny Manziel. But this one, I don't really feel like it's a clear-cut Heisman winner. Me personally, if I had to pick who the Heisman Trophy winner is this year, I'm gonna say Travis Hunter, just off the strength he's doing it on both sides of the ball, then they're winning. But I can see it. Why would they give it to the Boise State running back Alshon Gentry? Because I mean, he putting up video game numbers. He putting up numbers like if you was creative player on NCAA 2024. He's putting up them kind of video game numbers, man. I don't even really feel like Reggie Bush was putting up these kind of numbers, man. So I could kind of see I'm leaning on both ends. I can see why it is. I'm ready to see who they gonna give it to. But me, I give it to Travis Hunter just because he's doing it on both sides of the ball, man. So yeah, I'm excited for the college football playoffs, man. Ready to see what's finna happen with that. Ready to see who's gonna win, man. But I'm going for Colorado, man. Shout out to SMU though. SMU finna mess around and sneak in there too if they keep winning. Shout out to my cousin. He a safety, play for SMU, Jonathan McGill. So you know, I'ma just root for them. I'ma root for SMU just off the strength in Colorado for sure, man. Them the teams I'm rooting for since LSU not in it, man. So moving on, let's go and get into some NBA talk, man. So the Cleveland Cavaliers have become the 4th team in NBA history to start the season 15-0. Hey, man, what's up with the Cavs, man? Did LeBron secretly come back to that team, man? The Cavs really been hooping, man. Excited to see them young teams who ain't did nothing in the world to all of a sudden come up back to earth and winning. Who you guys think gonna win in the NBA this year? I know it's early, man. So another team who has been looking all right is the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham that had a couple double-doubles already, and he has been looking, the Detroit, I'm not saying the Detroit Pistons elite, but they're looking like a scrappy team. They're looking like a young team that's here to fight, that's here to try to play. And they gonna be a team that's gonna compete. They're gonna look like a real good play-in tournament, man. So play-in team tournament. So moving on, excited to see about that, man. So high school football is on and popping. I gotta go ahead and go to a couple games out here and everything, man. So who you guys got for MVP, man? That boy LeBron James, that man, what 38, 39, however old he is, and he's still looking good like that, man. So excited to see what they do. Excited to see what's finna happen with that. Hey, shout out to Klay Thompson for that game against the Warriors. I mean, I know he lost, man, but that was a good game with him that he put up all those numbers, man. In other news, the Dallas Wings officially get the #1 pick, so we already know Paige is more than likely going to go first round in the WNBA draft. And yeah, and then last topic I want to talk about before I close this podcast out is this Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, man. So Jake Paul's back to YouTube. So, I mean, I know the fight was being hyped up just because it was Mike Tyson, but I mean, Mike Tyson, when he's 58 years old, I mean, we know he lost to Jake Paul, but we all know. I didn't really take that fight serious. I felt like it was a money grab. Mike Tyson looked disinterested in everything about it when I just seen the clips or whatnot. I was falling asleep because I was like, yeah, they not fighting for real. But, I mean, it was a money grab. Would you guys, hope somebody pay you some money to get in the ring and mess around, get beat up, knocked out or whatnot, man? So, but we all know the old prime, Mike Tyson, he would have dog walked Jake Paul. It was not even close if it was back in his older days, man. So, my younger days, man. But shout out to Mike Tyson, man, for getting in the ring, for getting in the heart, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people his age wouldn't even be, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't even get into that, man. So, but like I said, this is my first video back, man. I know I've been gone for a little minute, man. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my little fly up, man, trying to dress up like the young folks, man, shoes and everything, man. So, excited for y'all to see my growth on my podcast. Like I said, shout out to everybody who keeps supporting and like and subscribe to your boy DHOP TV, man. Hey, we going up, man. So I got some lot of moves for you guys in the future, but I'm letting you guys know I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm finna take off with this full focus with it, man. So yeah. But hey, if you guys like today's video with your boy DHOP, make sure you guys like subscribe to DHOP Talking Shop.